Smell it or spell it? I didn't quite catch that.
You ain't getting down nothing. You ain't getting down nothing there to it, boss. Yeah, he...
We got some help that's on the
Hey, boss, I can use 50 watts to help you out there, bud. Yeah, I turned it down to 200. Right there, we put it at 200 bird watch so I can kick the snot out of you with 200 bird watch. That way I can kick the snot out of you with 200 watts. Stock Cobra mic on a mobile radio, 200 bird watch, kicking the snot out of you there. Hey, Troy boss, you're getting the snot kicked out of you by 200 bird watch on a stock mic. Oh, yeah, I know what to say, man. Yeah, 200 little bird watch, kicking the snot out of your 1500 or 15, whatever you think you got. Yeah, that again ain't delivering the mail, bud. You might want to leave the mailman some cookies and ice cream or something at the mailbox, because that antenna right now, it's not delivering the mail, bud. Your mailman's starving over there. Your old mailman's starving over there. He's not delivering the mail no more.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure.
That's a joke, 1500 watts and his 2 pounds in the corner. Damn.
But, instead of kicking the snot out of somebody, why don't you just ask him to blow his nose? I'm just curious. Joe, who are you fighting with out there? I'm just curious.
Right now. Copy on Superman, pick 'em up truck. Don't get back on that Superman, pick 'em up truck. Well, Troy, boss, you're a duck. You're gone. Just like that.
I'm out here taking my wake always. Detroit boss got down. Why you hear the boys screaming and howling?
No get back, no copy on that Superman, pick 'em up truck. Bomb, bomb. Copy day down there in Mason County. Hey, Mason County, you duck sandbaggers. Top in the morning from shoebox and I'm back out. Click, click. Back out radio.
Hey Devin, Peters, how are you, man? We're just doing a little warming up this morning. This afternoon, I guess I should say. We don't really drive this truck too much. We've been slowly putting money into it, getting it to where we would want it. It's getting pretty close. I finally got it stretched, got the sleeper on it, and since then we've been going bankrupt, like really bad bankrupt. They repoed a bunch of our shit. I don't know if you can even hear me right now. Just check. You might be able to, I don't know. There, we'll turn these guys down. These guys are being loud today. Anyways, yeah, we try to drive this thing once in a while. We don't really drive it ever. It's a Nita Peters truck. But I do like the Jake brake on it. How are you doing today, Devin? On this fine Thursday. It's Thursday, ain't it? My dog's laying on the floor when we dump these utility poles off here. I'm gonna have to get her up on the bed. I think she can smell the neighbor's fucking dog or something. It's not my trailer, so there's no animation, unfortunately. I don't own that.
Yeah, it's probably...
Alright, let's go over here. Over here. Are we gonna drive that piece of shit? Or... I don't know what truck to drive today.
Okay. In the summertime, you refuse to use the air conditioning.
Baby, get off the floor.
Picked up my fishing license yesterday, so pretty stoked about that. Might go out there. Wow, yeah. That cheap ass little thing of line. Rolled out there. A couple fishing hooks. All cheap stuff. Yeah, it was like 85 bucks. Yeah, damn boy. Highway robbery, man. It's a lot of money. So I buy like, they got these fishing hooks that I get that are like way cheaper than some of the expensive brands. I know exactly what to go for.
I've been using the same ones for like fucking 20 years. I don't need the real fucking fucking.
Well, that sucks. They're gonna take something if we don't. Fuck. What do we do?
I just buy like a number 8 coach. I get those in the. What brand makes them? Ozark Trail or some fucking cheap ass shit. But they work great.
Yeah, we're gonna lose something here. We're probably gonna lose our last trailer. They're probably gonna fucking repo it. I don't know if we can make a quick 10 grand. Nope. We can't quick travel either. What do we do? What do I sell? I might have to sell the hater built. Might lose one of the trucks, man. These ones are auction fucking wrecks. That's why they're worth nothing. Because I got them for next to nothing. They ain't worth nothing. This truck's worth like 100 grand, I think, though. 81. This trailer's not worth much. Well, what we'll do is we'll just grab a load, man. We'll keep trucking until they repo something. As long as we're driving number 1, they won't sell it. They'll sell something else. Alright, we're gonna just do some low boy to keep us off the 10, what's that, Section 10 bankruptcy. I never filed it.
Number 10, wave him back. I thought I heard road out there. Number 10 saying good
Yeah, White Lightning on the radio. We're gonna smoke some reefer at this red light. We're gonna smoke for all the people that can't smoke on a Thursday afternoon. Sucks to be you. I mean, sucks to be me too, but it's all pros and cons, brothers. Come on, light. Whoops. Hell yeah, I miss dabbing, dude. Only thing I don't miss about it is I hit it so hard and so frequently. After a while, it was like my lungs would plug up with oil. You know what I mean? Like that heavy resin or that oil wax resin, reclaimy, kind of just real heavy, dense, fucking fuck you up shit. You know how it is. Alright, we're here. Yeah, right. You kind of get used to it, I bet, or your lungs get acclimated to it. And I don't know how to explain it. I never had that problem with the high grade resins or whatever. It was always those fucking battery pens with supposedly high grade resin inside of it, which was probably trash. I miss the getting that fucking stoned every day though. I remember some days at work I'd be cheeching on that thing, and then like it would catch up to me, and I'd be like, oh, just fucking burnt out. You know what's funny, dude? We literally just hauled the drill on my 2-axle lowboy. The having a booster on here, that must be an Idaho law as far as you need to, dude, I feel like the same, man. And then when I quit smoking weed, the depressants take hold. I mean, not as bad lately here, but when I was in the first stages of taking care of my dad and the coal mines were shutting down, fucking going through 3 company closures in a row, and then stuck with my dad being handicapped, and then my girlfriend took off left my ass. I quit smoking weed to change jobs. Man, I never wanted to start a shotgun so bad in my fucking life. And I hate being that way. I fucking hate it. And so yeah, I got nothing but good things to say about THC, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know, man. There are some pros and cons of this shit. It ain't all fucking innocent. My dad, though, he's always been a stoner his whole life. So even though he's got this traumatic brain injury, everybody that knew him used to bring him weed. So now he's got, you know, the fucking brain damage and the need for weed. Well, when he smokes weed, man, he loses his balance. It's like getting drunk, so to speak, and it's real bad. And so now I got this dude like fucking fiending all the time to get high. So it's really ruined weed for me, because weed's always been weed, you know. Now it's like being around a fucking freebase addict or something, you know what I mean? But anyway, since we've kind of been coming around, getting back on getting our fucking head back in the game, I've noticed when I run out of weed, it doesn't really compound or cause any, you know, fucking manic feelings or anything. I think that was something else, as far as just shit that I don't even fucking know or understand, and luckily we made it through it, so we'll never know. But yeah, that's one thing I like about THC, man. It turns all your bad feelings into good feelings for the most part. I did get stuck with a bunch of old smoke, so right now I've got chest pain, having fucking dreams, because you know how it is when you stop taking THC, you start having them fucking nightmares. Holy shit, man, we've been having circus dreams. This ain't bad smoke. The top of the bag was moldy. And like I said the other day, I've said it 3 days in a row. You know, I can go down there and bitch and moan, and those dispensary, you know, they just tell you to pound sand. They don't give a fuck. Weed sells itself. They don't need your, you know what I mean? They don't need you. Now, if they do that to enough people, though, they won't be in business. But anyways. Yeah, dude, the dreams are no joke. I'm gonna put that in chat. I know this last few days, since I got stuck with an ounce of shit weed, the last few days, it's really been like picking up as far as I'm like fucking jumping up out of bed, you know what I mean? I haven't been that cooked in a long time. But I know what feeling you're talking about, man. Yeah, you didn't know that? Oh, this game's going nuts on console. What the fuck you mean it's gonna be nuts? Yeah, it's gonna be nuts, especially if you guys get Convoy, which I know you will. You guys will get multiplayer lobbies. I feel like they'll, I don't know, I feel like they'll do a good job. As far as like Arma runs pretty good on the console. Or it did before I got rid of it. The fucking, the only issues, like, I don't know how to explain, like, Arma on console have a lot of fucking crashes compared to my PC. My PC, I get, like, one desktop crash a day. When I was on console, I'd crash, like, every other hour. And, wow, they're bringing Euro 2, huh? I won't lie, the timing of that was really good because, like, I fucked my back up in October, November, whatever. So for like the whole month of November, yeah, it was November, early November, for like 3 weeks from streaming this game because I was stuck with my recliner. I couldn't sit up at my desk and with my arms out to play games, you know? Like I was trying to do, but I couldn't even sit here for 20 minutes. Since they announced it's coming to console, nobody was watching this shit until they said, okay, it's coming to Xbox console. And then they started making videos about it, or whatever, the algorithm, you know. It better be crossplay. I don't think it will be. I really don't think it will be. I don't think so. But the only reason I think that, I mean, what the fuck do I know? Actually, I don't know like the laziest fucking coding there is, right? I mean, I don't know. I'm still, like I said, I'm still trying to think of how I'm going to creativity, and fucking constructively on Steam about SCS. Yeah. Me too, man. I did too. Even my ex-girlfriend was like, he used to give a shit about it when we played GTA 5, and I'd be like, oh yeah, do you know you can do this? And I'd go grab a semi-truck and a trailer, and then go to like Mount Chili. When I was a kid on San Andreas, that's all I would do. Grab the trucks and trailers, and try to drive the trucks up and down Mount Chili. What other game did I do? I did it in all sorts of games when I was a kid. And then like any open world, like GTA or Mafia 2. I never really did like Mafia 3. What's up, Michael Johnson? How you doing, brother? We turned the delay down to 10 seconds also, guys, so it shouldn't be so slow. We can turn it down a little bit more, I think. I was getting stream sniped, I'm pretty fucking sure, the other day on Arma, but I don't really know shit as far as with ultra hardcores like the stream. What the hell, dude? I needed to make that turn there, Kojak. No, it was a little wide. You know who I haven't seen is Jalen Jackson, dude. He got this game, and he emailed me, because I told him, I said, hey, I'll email you these mods on, keep it simple, stupid, so you don't have to, like, get on the fucking download. Like, if you don't know about computers, you should download online kind of thing, as far as, you know what I mean? Like, I'd hate to see someone coding like a computer. Anyways, he emailed me back a whole bunch of questions about DLCs and shit. I was just kind of like, I don't know, dude. Don't spend your money on my, you buy what you want about it. And I don't think I've heard back from him since, but he hasn't stopped me. I fucked up, made him a moderator too. And I can't figure out how to take it away. It's in the settings, but when I look on my phone, I can't find it. We had a pretty good time on Arma last night. Stream did pretty good too. I didn't actually look at the statistics thing, analytics, but that was good. It did better than my best truck stream, I think. And then we've been playing Arma enough too that we managed to get kind of back into it. As far as the only issue I'm having with, which is probably mostly the longer, is I cannot fucking see like something. I don't know if my eyes are going what, but there's a few times like I'm looking right at the enemy. Oh, you guys would get. Well, actually. So I seen a video about this Devin Pierce. They were talking about that, and their concern is that they're like, well, how are they going to do this? Because SCS, American Truck Sim, go buy the whole game, costs about, I think it's like $250 to buy all the DLCs and everything. And it's a little bit cheaper. I think that's on sale. No, that's not on sale. That's like base prices on Steam. So SCS, they got, it's on their table as far as them talking about it. So they're like, well, what do? We sell the game for $100 with all the DLCs? I bet they lie, and they release the base game to you guys, and then the DLCs come out rapidly. They won't, I don't know. I don't think they would release them all at once. Because of the money. They can't really trucking industry on the map like fucking Peterbilt can, yeah, especially Peterbilt. Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do. Hopefully, though, what they'll do is throw it all on the table. Say, here's the base game, and then they'll do DLC packs. You buy a couple states and a couple things for 25, $30. I bought everything on sale, and it was about to be the last pack I did not have. So I believe I only have about 35, 40. I think I literally only have $20 tied up in this game. I would say 40 just in case. The only DLC I don't own that I want to get is the W900 tuning pack, which is dumb as fuck that I have to pay for, but I should have bought it on sale. It was on sale for $1.99, but I spent my $5 picking up Half-Life 2 and Rising Storm 2 because it was on sale for $70. And yeah, we did that instead. The other one I need to pick up is Red Winter's Truck, so we can download Darkest Hour. It looks like the old Rainforest is still playing with that game on 30. Sometimes 100 I would count. And I used to play with those guys when I was like 10 years old, so I'm gonna try to see if anybody's still alive, literally, that I used to play with, because those dudes were my age when I was playing with them. And so I'm sure some fucking dead gone or 50 years old now. Yeah. I was kind of hoping to see American Truck Simulator 2, and then I got thinking about it. I was like, that's the last fucking thing we want. We don't want W990s. What are we putting these things on? And 589 Peterbilt. We don't want electronic lock. I don't want electronic lock. Digital dashboards and automatics. You know what I mean? I don't want none of that shit. So I don't want American Truck Simulator 2. Because the only reason this game's cool is because it came out in 2016, right before they finally the last of the industry. Thank God though they got that mandated English, basic English though, because that, no offense to highway patrol departments, if highway patrol would do their fucking job, we wouldn't have to have laws like that. If highway patrol just go patrol the fucking highway for one day, they could probably knock 10 trucks off the fucking road a day. As far as irresponsible drivers, you go hang out on the summit, that's all you need to do, man. Catch them on the dragonfly, drag them on the side, fly down the other. I mean, highway patrol do their job and patrol, and they would catch most of these radical drivers violating the law to an extent that they can pull their CDL and incarcerate them. And I don't want to see people lose their livelihood, but I don't like seeing people lose their fucking lives either. And I've been run over by a semi-truck. I had to put the fucking picture of that shit up for a, I think it is an ugly picture, man. Ugly. Things was burnt down, smashed up, crashed up. That's how my mother became disabled. I ended up with 2 herniated ruptured discs in my back. And, yeah, I got the mod, so we need to download the, or excuse me, we just need to get out of bankruptcy and we can buy the fucking K100E capital intent worth 70, I think it's a 76 or 78. It might be an 80s model, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's a late 70s. Like I said, I have trouble with it. We have a mod. We just been bankrupt, so we have to buy the next truck. Buy number 4. get out of the carnage. They put the fucking hammer down in the hand until they get to the next spot. They wipe out. It's fucking nuts to me. And I don't like, when I was a kid, I remember the only guys that you could count on out there on the pitch were the big dudes. So it's changed a lot. In a bad way. Like, you used to be able to count on fucking here, man. Now, yeah, I'd say in 20 fucking years, the immigration thing with it, and I'm not against immigration at all. Like, I love legal immigration, dude. You think you know how boring white women get? I'm just kidding. Thousands of hours of entertainment out of this game, and it's bigger than anything really on the console compared to the pre-roll. Like I said, it is a very limited game, so you're stuck on the road to where they want to go, so to speak. But at the same time, a lot of us are like that in real life as far as you get us on the open road. That is a I didn't realize my windows were down. I know it's really fucking hard to hear me with that. Sorry.
We're getting his sun breaks today, and that's right. Got that overcast.
Michael Johnson, the CB is live today.
Occasionally the clouds clear up and what's called a sun break for a few minutes. Up in there. I'm glad I don't live up in that area.
Yeah, good thing there's a fuel station here. I don't know why I thought I needed to go this way.
I think it's amazing how many people got gathered together what they're calling a bug out kit for when shit hits the fan. Some of their ideas on how to survive in the wilderness are just phenomenally insanely weird. And most of those people will die. God dang, they ain't going out practicing with their gear and finding out what they got isn't going to work.
You just send me the bill. I'll pay for your sign. That was lucky. I try not to pass like that, but man, getting stuck behind one of them fucking 13-letter shit spreaders. Actually, I think that's a Kenworth back there. I think that's a 680 or whatever. No, South Dakota hasn't dropped yet. I don't think so. That's what they're working on right now, is these two. Then the other cool one is going to Yellowstone, wherever it is. Isn't it up by Cody? I've been there before on here, but I don't remember. Even though I'm from Wyoming, I never been there either when I was a kid. Before I left the state, I never went there. Pretty sure it's up here. We went there on the last profile, but it was nighttime. It was fucking nighttime when we went to Devil's Tower. And we took a picture in the fucking dark. Back then, I didn't know you could change the time of day on the camera. You know what I mean? Alright, what are you doing there, sister? Oh, you got a stop sign too. How do you like that? Yeah, get this mother moving. Yeah, we can go there after this too. I even have a shop in Wyoming, especially because we're probably gonna have to fire somebody. I'll just look at my worst driver and fire the ugliest one, even if it's the best one. No, I'm just kidding. The one with the smallest tits is getting kicked to the street. So if that makes sense to everybody, I hire lot lizards and I rehabilitate them. So far we got some ugly bitches up in here, man. I tell you what, this bitch's grill is bigger than the one on the Peterbilt. Some call it taking advantage of the lower class. See, I call it rehabilitation. Making them working girls, real working girls, productive spawns of society. No longer sucking dick for cigarettes. That's where we found this chick, man. She was smoking pole for Pall Malls. Mouth hug. What should we call her? That's a Oh shit, I gotta think of a name.
Yeah, it's the one that's giving.
I don't think people like that. A few people left. Fucking pussies. I do need to figure out how much I can get away with on here too, as far as the vulgarity. 'Cause I'm a pretty vulgar person, but I tried to keep it mild, and we're getting like the hours are racked up to where we're getting close to where we can attempt to become monetized. So that being said, I have a feeling when I go to do that, they're going to be like probably out of 3,000 hours, maybe 30 hours. They'll say, okay, yeah, you didn't cuss or say anything vulgar or derogatory, or degrading. So yeah, dude, I tell you what, I was so lucky too when I made my first shorts. One of them went viral, but I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. So it was like 3 seconds too long, too short, 3 seconds too short for those 5 million views to count towards monetization. And it definitely helped as far as getting my other shorts on the map, but like nothing else took off like it did. So we learned the hard way on that, but at the same time, it's like I'm doing it for fun. I'm not doing it for their approval, you know what I mean? When Hell Let Loose Vietnam comes out, we'll probably have to make videos or put the streams on Patreon, and because of all the F words and the die motherfuckers die, and I guess gook is a racist term, I didn't know, and yeah, so it's going to be interesting learning how the YouTube functions nowadays. But anyways, it's we're not going to play by their rules either. If they tell me, oh, we're not going to give you pennies for your time because you say the fuck word, I'll keep doing it, motherfuckers. No shit, man. That's what's going down, too. Goddamn, there's a kid in Armory Forger the other night that was, like, in our vehicle, and he kind of overheard us talking about these socialist fuckfaces, and, you know, and he got real into it because he explained, you know, I'm from a socialist country, and anyways, we got hit by an RPG before he could finish telling us his story, but I managed to squeak out telling him, I'm surprised you even got a fucking computer. I mean, damn, how many rations did you have to save up to buy that? And then that one guy that's got the schizophrenia real bad, it's like, yeah, look at him, man. His socialist government's really looking out for his mental fucking health. Not. No, I didn't, dude. I haven't paid attention to those because what I seen with I seen a clip of the agents jump out of the fucking Vic and the woman panic and run into the guy and her get shot, and I'm sitting here as a 31-year-old uneducated coal miner thinking to myself, what a bunch of fucking idiots, you fucking morons, you stupid motherfuckers, every single one of you fucking idiots. And anybody that's gonna go out and fucking protest or riot or tear shit up in the name of it, you're a fucking idiot too, you fucking idiot. You know what I mean? So I ain't seen what they done to the riots. Shut the fuck up and sit down, motherfuckers. We got a lot of work to do because there's a world of evil out there. We all know it. We get it. These fucking idiots got nothing better to do and are so self-absorbed and self-centered. They don't get it, man. That's exactly what it is, too. It's just like the bullshit that went on with 2020 with that stupid fucking crackhead and that shitty Minneapolis fucking cop. I like the way I heard it was is we got two birds with one stone on that deal. You got a fucking criminal off the streets and you got a shitbag cop off the force. You know, and then watching the way people reacted to that was fucking disgusting. A beautiful time of grieving and mourning, and look at the murder of Charlie Kirk. That was fucking violent, vulgar, disgusting. Any protesting, any rioting, anything? Fuck no, man. People sat down and got together and prayed and, you know, come together during the darkness. And we all know the world is a darker fucking place without Charlie Kirk. So, and that's what it is, man. It's just everybody, every little punk ass. What do these fucking people want too? You know, with this whole trying to destruct and disturb society. Like, what are they trying to get? What is their fucking objective, their goal? Do they just want everybody to fucking be miserable? I think that's what it is. I think that they ain't fucking happy unless everybody's fucking miserable like they are. Or some fucking shit. Yeah, it's mankind, dude, and we're gonna just eat our fucking self, so to speak, as far as the look at the way people reacted during the COVID lockdowns and things with the radical governments. They fucking fought and beat the fuck out of each other over toilet paper. Yeah, we are fucked, and we all know it. As far as when shit really hits the fucking fan and Judgment Day really fucking comes, and the almighty hammer is down. You know, you can't count on nobody. Except, you know, we know people that we can count on, but in reality, do you? You know what I mean? Devin, you're in England, right? Are you in England as well as Lee? I know Lee Calder, he's in England, and but I don't remember where you're from, Devin. Oh, no shit. See, I don't think Russia's as bad as our government in the United States has tried to paint you guys as. As far as, you know, the way I've looked at it is that the Russian people have been through more hardship than we would ever endure. I mean, to go from fucking Stalin to, what was it, Gustav? Was that his name? Gustav or Chekhov? What the fuck was his name? I forget. And then, you know, being a United States citizen, hearing news about Russia, blah, 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 all I can say is it's like, hey, Lee, yeah, we were just talking about you. We got a, yeah, that guy. And then to go to Putin, it's like, well, I don't know, man. It seems like the Russian people have more money and more goods now, as far as they ain't fucking starving to death, and don't, you know, you guys got, from what I understand, most of the cities have fresh water, heat, electricity. There's plenty of fucking food. There's plenty of fucking economy. You know, it's not like you guys are in gulags or I don't know how it works with your mandatory military service. They tried to tell us that you guys are being forced to the front lines of Ukraine and underfed and undergeared and undersupplied. And I'm just sitting here thinking, Well, how many people sent shit to Ukraine to fight Russia? No wonder they don't have enough to go around. They didn't plan on fighting fucking NATO. They planned on fucking fighting Ukraine. Not Ukraine and everybody else's fucking gear. And I ain't seen one Democrat accept or take accountability for all the blood on their fucking hands for voting for that shit. There's a lot of fucking blood that's been shed on our dime. And nobody wants to fucking say, yeah, that's our fault because we voted for it. It is your fucking fault if you voted for it, you know what I mean? Same here in the States, dude. In the United States of America, every state is fucked up. And here in the States, you know, we have our state law and our federal law. So some people are still like being protected and thriving, and then you go over the border and they're getting shit on and overtaxed and underworked. And that's kind of where I'm at, you know, in my 30s as I'm looking at it, and I just recognize the fact of that the working man has been pulled down a peg, and as far as getting land and house and automobiles and things is they've been put further out of reach for us, and those were kind of the luxuries the working man used to be able to obtain that made him feel like he was something here in the United States of America. That was the only thing that made Americans feel like Americans is you could go out and buy a piece of land, build a fucking house, or pay someone to build a fucking house on it, or you could buy a house that was already fucking built. You could buy a fucking trailer house. Hell, you could buy a piece of dirt and put a fucking tent on it. And then as time rolls on, as the decades roll on, you have law, coding, enforcing, zoning, this and that, and everything just gets commercialized and over-regulated and five-finger fucked, and then these fucking sissies got to make themselves a job. So what they do is, oh well, we need a bunch of office jobs so we don't have to work outside. Let's come up with these fucking bullshit fucking things that'll create, you know. The big deal here in the United States right now. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't imagine the policing in Russia would be very effective. People there haven't really had society care for them. In the United States, policing worked because society was looking out for us as far as we had a generational system here, as far as, you know, things had been good for a long time, so people trusted those kinds of systematic things. I feel like in Russia, you ain't gonna trust your police because you've had so much government corruption and collapse, and people out there are kind of, how do you say it, you've had to survive without structure, so to speak, compared to a Yank or a British man, or a lot of countries. Russia is one of those, how do you say it, the bigger nations that's been through some big things. Well, we don't want to spill this bag of weed here. We're running out. But the way I look at it is, you know, what a bunch of fucking idiots. And how do you say it, you know, in the trucking industry and in the coal mining industry, we are over-regulated, and insurance companies and law has forced us into writing policy and code to enforce, to try to prevent these accidents and these mishaps, right? Okay. So why should I have any pity or any fucking cares when I see people out acting radical, crazy, so they're acting careless. Careless, I guess would be a word for it. Why do I need to fucking care if, the way they're conducting themselves and the way the people are handling themselves, they're acting like a bunch of fucking idiots. Then what the fuck's it even matter? I just don't get it, man. So, luckily, I've been able to tune it all out as far as, you know. I don't know what he's saying. You'll have to translate. Puffing on the bull. Yeah, we need to, man. We need to puff up some more. That's the sad part that we're at here in the United States of America is they've pretty much, a lot of liberal states, they've decriminalized and legalized recreational marijuana because they know that, like, how do you explain it? They're desperately trying to increase the happiness of the populace, and nothing works quite as well as getting them fucking stoned. So that's where we're at. And Devin Peters, you're gonna have to translate, brother. I don't know what that means. All I know is I'm grateful that I was born where I was, who was my parents. I try to be patriotic and love my country, and that doesn't mean my government. Nice. And you know what I mean? I just try to, like, because you know how it is, man. We don't get the fucking pick. We don't get the fucking choose. It's just all luck and chance. So that's all I know is that it's just like I just try to enjoy it and be grateful for it and take advantage of it and be all I can be for my nature. More than ever, the last 5 years, fucking lost touch with a lot of old people. I don't like people anymore. You know you know what I mean by that too. As far as I still enjoy, you know, other, you know, people. It's just as far as the staying in tune with current events and what's going on in the world. I think these people are like not worth the time of day, I guess. Hell yeah, Russian. This country is crazy. Man, there ain't no jobs here. Son of a gun. Get a free ride home. Actually, I think I know what to do here. I know how to get us out of bankruptcy. Not that way. We'll use this truck.
6'5" in Hawaii. 6'5".
Thank God, dude. I'm glad that you're here, because no matter, you know, no matter what, it's the fucking place to be, I'm pretty sure. I'm glad that you ain't over there, and mainly because those people got a lot of work ahead of them over there in Russia. You know, it's not an easy thing to do, to get out from under hard times. Well, how do we want to do this? Shit. We gotta check the bank, maybe. Nope.
Take care of yourself. B3911, bottom side of Illinois, and I'm stepping.
That's fucking cool. I only know how to speak English, and I'm not even very good at it. What the hell's going on with the? Look at my heat shrouds on my mufflers.
Alright, 4265, take care of yourself. Same to you, man. You have yourself a great day.
They're not doing it out here.
Almost to the weekend there.
I'm not sure what to do here. As far as this truck has a lag issue with the lights. I don't know if it's. I'm thinking it's the air filter lights. Air cleaner lights are too much. So we don't want to go bankrupt. We got to do some looking here. driver we're gonna keep.
305 California, 3911, bottom side of Illinois at the wave.
That sucks, but hey, you know what? We'll make it right. We'll go like this.
Alright, 307. I got it wrong there, man. 307, my apologies there, Mr. 307 in California there, sure enough there. Take care of yourself, my friend. 307, California, 3911, bottom side of Illinois.
Come on to Illinois. Come on to Illinois. What is your wife to wave in hand?
Oh, dude, we could actually get it. We got just enough money.
42, 307, man, sure enough there, man. You take care of yourself out there. You sounded fine over here in Atlanta, Lincoln there, man, sure enough. Got a clean station there. 307, take care. California.
Well, that solves our bankruptcy. And we've got another truck. Yeah, she's a fucking beaut, Clark. Alright, let's go like this real quick. We'll make this fun. God damn, bitch.
470, 470. Cali, man, B3911, bottom side of Illinois, looking your way.
Yeah, 307, that is Wyoming's area code, yep. They call those area codes. Each state has one in the United States of America.
470 California, take care of yourself, man. Sound choice over here in Atlanta, Lincoln there, man, sure enough. Take care of yourself, have a good one out there. 3911, bottom side of Illinois, and I'm standing by.
06 Texas with a wave.
Okay, so we'll throw a big cam 2 400 in, 13 speed, 355s. We're not going to pimp it out as far as we'll just keep it basic. Wheels. Nice, yeah, so I was born over there in Wyoming. I don't live there anymore though. I haven't lived there for a long time. It's gone to shit too. Last time I was there, dude, it don't look too good over there. Bias plies. I think it's appropriate for this old girl. It'll let me get a polished aluminum wheel that's yeah, it will actually. I just gotta go like this. Use this wheel that I'm using, and then it should have a bias ply tire right there. Yep. Oh, New York. Man, that's a fucking rough place to be. I bet. All kinds of people over there in New York. Alright, here we go. Eight 4-5, New York. Did you get to see Trump ever? I know he makes a lot of those appearances over there. My one buddy, he's from the West Coast. He's over there driving truck, and one day on Snapchat, there they are on the old, what do you call it? Oh shit, we don't have enough money for a GPS? That ain't good. He managed to stop down there and got to see him. Nice. Alright, well, this was a change of fucking plan. Let's see. We need a job. Where are we? Oh, we need cargo market. I think we're in Great Falls, yeah. Shit, we're gonna fast travel somewhere else that we can afford to. Now, if we don't fucking wreck any trucks, we should be able to pull out of this. On a Tuesday, they locked me into jail. Alright, let's do it. 1,800 miles in a cab over, pulling 400 horse. This is gonna suck. These things are like driving a hurricane on the road, man, with the wind. As far as like, if you had a bad headwind and a cab over, it was something like you took a note of. Yeah, let's go. Shake it and bake it. I like JD Vance too. I do too. I think JD Vance is way cooler cat than Trump. I hope that someday we can vote for Vance to be president. I've never been much of a I've never been like a big Trumper. I do like Trump. I didn't vote for him the first time. Whoa, this thing's touchy. I didn't vote for him in 2016 because I didn't really give a fuck, and then enough positive things happened for me personally that I voted for him every time since. So that being said, but yeah, I like JD Vance. He's a cool cat. And he's one of those guys too that used to sit there and be like, that guy Trump's a fucking asshole, fuck him. And then said, alright, you know, I don't like him, like, I don't idolize him, but I can work with him, kind of thing, you know what I mean? So Ooh, we could haul this up the mountain, and I want to do that. Sorry, guys. Sorry to change my ideas, but logging, mountain logging stuff is my thing, and I've never done that in camera, so that'll be fun. Yeah, politics, it's all fucked though. I am just trying to enjoy my comfortable days before either, the way I put it is if we have a major economical crash that leads to starving and freezing and poverty, we'll be lucky, you know. That'll be the best fucking case scenario for the lower classes of the future. Thank you. Yeah, this is Z-Mod's 855 Big Cam 2. It is a leaked paid mod that I got. It works. I don't think it's glitched or missing anything. Some of the leaked paid mods are missing things. The only thing I've noticed is this one doesn't reverb. So I think it doesn't, like, that's the problem with the paid mods. The paid mods are only, like, they're not as good about corresponding with the other mod makers because their ignorance or whatever. So that being said, but this is what you would have bought in you would have bought a older Kenworth or Peterbilt with a 855 Big Cam 2. There's Big Cam 3. There's also Big Cam 3. They had small cam. They ranged from 250 to 444 horsepower. Excuse me, I got tongue twisted there. They started out with NTC, and then they came out with STC timing. STC timing used oil pressure to shift the timing for the fuel timing. And that's why these old motherfuckers smoked so bad when you first started them up. Woo-wee! Nothing smoked worse than a STC timed big cam or small cam Cummins, man, I'm telling you. You'd have to like rack them up, you know, you get them fired up, and then you rack them fuckers up, and the smoke just smoking. NTCs were really bad too. They cold starts, they were really fucking hard to get them cold started. My boss had one. It was a 444. I think it was NTC. I don't think it had STC. Maybe it did have it. I know it wasn't STC timed. I remember that. That one was not STC timed. And anyways, it still had the old 6-volt batteries in it. And it even on the coast, it would not fucking start unless you plugged it in at night. In the morning, it would not crank over long enough to start. Now, I'm sure if you put some new batteries and stuff in it, we probably could have cranked on it long enough to start the fucking thing cold, but shit, we dropped our Zippo. Oh, man, but yeah, we're going to take a load of JCB log loader. Has it got log forks on it or a bucket? What's it got on it? Oh, it's got a bucket. We're going to take this up to the Bend Rustic Logging Landing in the cab over for its maiden voyage. Keep smoking and keep stroking. Break it, break it. Could you guys fucking imagine though what kind of world of shit we would be in right now if Hillary Clinton or Kamala Harris would have been the president of the United States, even for just 4 fucking years? Look at all the damage that Joe Biden caused due to the fact he wasn't cognitive and everybody was able to manipulate and take advantage of him. It's fucking terrible. I can't decide what's worse, too. It's almost like Kamala Harris is a reincarnated Hillary Clinton. You know what I mean? Like in a bad way. Ooh, yeah, this thing's slow. No shit, dude. I'll need you to help me get an immigration visa. Get me the fuck out of here too. I'd rather go over there and say hi, Putin. I don't know, dude. I don't think the Western media reporting on him is. I'd rather, if I wanted to research that guy too, I'd probably try to find some independent reporters. You know what I mean? But I imagine that'd be way fucking better. Way fucking better. The thing is too about that stuff is it's a team thing. It's multiple people in the puppets of politics. So how do you say it? You know what I mean? It's more about the kind of people that follow those kinds of people more than about the people. With like here in the States with Trump, you know, they're you get JD Vance with it. You know what I mean? You get these other people with it that are willing to work with them. And if they had someone like Clinton or Harris and shit, they would not work with. You know what I'm saying? That's a big key factor that we don't really think about is the entire part of the teamwork and the people that come with the people. I will say, dude, this is a trip. I've never drove a cab over on the highway in real life. I've drove them around, and I've been in and out of them enough to fuck my ankles and my feet up. Whoa! This thing handles weird as hell. Yeah, I bet, man. Oh, yeah, this thing drives trippy. We're not used to it at all. It's cool though, I like it. My old boss used to tell, because he drove a cab over back in the 80s, he said, and when he first got out of the Air Force, and he said the hardest thing about driving a fucking cab over was keeping that thing in your lane, because you didn't have a hood out there to kind of line up the road with, you know. And that's actually how I was taught to drive truck, is you know you're on the edge of the road by where your fucking hood emblem is. And that ain't no shit if you ever pay attention in an American truck or an American car that has a long hood on it. Pay attention where that hood emblem is. It'll put you about 6 inches off the edge of the road. Perfectly, you know what I mean? Whoa, yeah, this thing's steering is really sensitive. And then the way the axle's positioned under the cab setback, pretty much setback. Have you ever drove a truck with a setback axle? Those things are fucking weird. I'm trying to think. Kenworths have setback axles mostly, and I was thinking about moving to Utah because they got a lot of good coal mines going. Some of them are really bad, like the one I worked at was fucking terrible, but I seen online they did some pictures and in the section of the crew, and it wasn't like they're not in the same section I was in when I worked there a few years ago. So anyways, it might not be too bad now, but yeah, the states I moved to, it just kept getting worse and worse, and then we moved out in the middle of nowhere, like ghost town, and that's been awesome for employment. I ought to just start ghost hunting. I would have never find anything though, you know what I mean? But I'd probably make more money ghost hunting. Did you guys used to do that stuff when you was younger too? That was a big thing here in the United States. Fuck, man, even back in the 60s, I'm sure kids were doing it. But in the 90s, we all did it. And then our parents all talked about it. that one song we listened to. Yeah, fuck you. I don't know where Lucifer's chair is. I've never really had any like major paranormal experiences. Uh-oh. What the hell going on here? My controller just quit. Static electricity, most likely. That's the fucking spooks, man. The fucking paranormal. Not a racist term, goddammit. Don't you turn that around on me. Anywho, back to the story. The static electricity likes to short out my equipment. And when I'm wearing socks and I drag my feet across the wooden floor, it charges me up like an electromagnet. In the rain. But yeah, we used to go to cemeteries and roundhouses, the old train maintenance buildings. They call them roundhouses because they built them in a circle. The one in my town that I grew up in. Oh God. I don't like that silicone pipe. In the rain. Yeah, the roundhouse in my hometown had a lot of dark history as far as they used. Something that's not really socially talked about or accepted is that Abraham Lincoln was the man that freed the slaves, and he was also the man that used contract Chinese labor. Let me say it like a fucking 3-year-old, for fuck's sakes. Used contract Chinese labor to build railroad, and those dudes were like Shanghai here. Now, some of them may have got on that boat building because they didn't have a fucking rice hat to piss in or a fucking hut window to throw it out of, but still, a lot of those contract Chinese laborers didn't want to come to America to build a railroad. Anyways, long story short, they used to fucking do a lot of bad things to them, and there's a lot of cases on payday they would just kill them. I mean, not even, that's how blunt it was. You go over to Sweetwater County, Wyoming, they used to get them all rounded up on the edge of the hill, and they didn't want to waste bullets on them, so they would just make them walk off the edge of the cliff and fall to their death. There's a whole fucking deal about that it's been investigated and documented and made into a motion picture documentary. But, so anyways, yeah, it was pretty cool to go to these places that they built and that built this state and this nation and ways contributed, to the blood of the nation. But yeah, you start to figure out all the ugliness and the cruelty, and so yeah, it was cool though. One place, like I said, I've never seen any ghosts, but we were walking up to this train tunnel out off the side of the interstate in the middle of the night at midnight, and we didn't have flashlights because we're a bunch of 16-year-old kids. We had cell phones that didn't have flashlights back then, and so anyways, we're walking up to the mouth of the tunnel. The moon was at like high 12. The face of the tunnel was like a wall of black because of the moon, where the moon was positioned. You know what I mean? So anyways, we come walking up to the tunnel, hit the button on the phone, and there's these eyeballs like straight out in front of us, looking right at us, maybe fucking 6 feet away, dude. And the girl, she freaked the fuck out. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, she scooted on out of there, I guess you'd say. And I didn't turn around. I ran backwards because I didn't want to turn around. You know what I mean? That was my instinct. Was don't turn around because you don't know what the fuck you're looking at. And I think it was a bat. Now, gotta look back. I think it was a bat. And I don't know. I'm not getting the heebie-jeebies thinking about it, but I am. But anyways, the other case scenario was the by Salt Lake City, and we was at a condominium there in Fucking Valley. I'm talking dead center city. And we're hanging out there at the tennis court. You know, I don't know how to explain, but down on State Street, they used to have these strobe lights at all the nightclubs. You know, all these things, so you could look up in the smog sky in the city and see the strobe lights and things. So anyways, we're hanging out there looking, taking off like 13, 14-year-old kids do. And here comes this fucking big old figure. Looks like Jeepers Creepers. I'm talking a 6-foot fucking bat. The wingspan on this thing had to be 8 foot, you know. The three of us all come to the conclusion that it was Jeepers fucking Creepers, and we ran like a bunch of girls, scared for our fucking lives. We go back to my granny's, we get our confidence, you know, we're like, what the fuck? And back then, dude, like, yeah, you had internet on the computer, but you didn't have internet in your pocket. Excuse me. So anyways, we go back out there. We're looking, we don't see it. We're like, what the fuck? 10-15 minutes goes by, here comes this big old bat again. And I mean, dude, it had to only be 100 feet up in the air. And it flies over us again. And we're like, not so scared this time. Well, here's the real plot twist in this story. Is it's really quiet. We're looking up there in the sky, not saying a word, trying to find this Jeepers Creepers looking motherfucker. We hear this chick getting railed. I mean, dude, this dude is taking this girl to Pound Town. So naturally, we got distracted. What the fuck? We go across the condominium, and we ended up like figuring out what condo it was coming from, you know. And we were out there like, I don't know, you guys know how condos are built in circles, and they got the fucking inside, kind of like into like a little town with the clubhouses and the fucking tennis courts and the swimming pool. The trees and everybody's balconies, you know. Yeah, so anyways, we're out there in the grass, hearing this chick just getting the fucking pipe dealt to her. We start giggling and laughing, and that dude come out on his balcony, hey, fuck you. So that was the end of that night. We never seen the bat figure again. So, and throughout my life, dude, I'd tell people about this. I'd be like, I'm not saying it was a ghost or a fucking spiritual Jeepers Creepers or nothing, but what the fuck, man, I don't understand. And then I learned about the Utah's cave, bat caves, and the bats that'll live in these caves and grow to like a fucking human size, and they take people's dogs and cats and pets. They've even been known to try to take children. Dude, I would not know. You ain't getting me to go out there to a fucking Civil War cemetery. Fuck you, man. That war wouldn't even fucking probably happen if people were properly informed too, you know what I mean? Back in the 1800s, a lot of improper information being spread just like today, but different magnitudes, different rates, and different levels. But you would not get me to fucking go out there. There is too much bad blood about brothers versus brothers, and I don't care like what nation you go to, anywhere you go to those places where the people kill each other, and it's bad juju. It's just there ain't no good in that shit. Like I said, I don't feel that way. Sorry, I got to smack my remote. My batteries in my TV remote are going dead, but if you just smack them, like literally just smack them, the fucking thing's working again. So we just smacked the remote off of something, and it works. What are you doing, dog? You go outside? It's 2 o'clock. We've been streaming for a while. Yeah, you wouldn't catch me out at one of those Civil War cemeteries, dude. Especially like there's too many cases of people having hallucinations and experiences at the Gettysburg and all those in Carolina. I mean, all of it. Hell, dude, you go down to Jamestown and you want to talk about some dark shit. So they don't like to talk about it, but do you know what Thanksgiving is all about? Thanksgiving is all about capitalism, because they tried socialism here in the United States and fucking failed miserably. Check it out though. If you look it up online, it's pretty informative as far as they can, you're better off reading about it than my dumb ass trying to explain it to you. But we all know about the cannibals and people eating each other to stay alive. Blah blah blah. Yeah, I stay away from those places. Even where I grew up, man, like I said, you go out there where the cowboys killed all the fucking Chinamen and shit. Out here, coal mine I personally fucking worked at has over 100 immigrants in the mine. To this day, their remains are still in there. The way it looks though is they fucking killed them on payday, and they did a lot of that shit out in Powder River Basin in the 1800s to the contractors. It's fucked up, man. It happened, but you go out there. My ex-girlfriend's dad, he did a lot of dope back in the day, and he used to tell me about when they were kids, they'd get all fucking spun up and they'd go dig through Red Mountain, the old landfill from when it was a fucking settlement, and he'd show me some of the artifacts that they managed to find. It's pretty cool, but the point is that it's like, you wouldn't catch me digging in that fucking dirt, man. That's tainted soil. There's blood in that shit, and it ain't just the natives, it ain't just the white man, it ain't just the Chinaman, it's the women, the children, every fucking thing. And oh shit, you can go out there on I-80 between Evanston and Salt Lake City, Utah, and there's can't remember the fucking name. It's right near Echo Canyon, but it's just a big canyon. Anyways, the fucking Indians posted up there on that, and they waited for the white men to come through on horse, and they caught them there in that gully, in that canyon, and fucking slaughtered and scalped all of them. Most of them were wearing their fucking Union blues because they just got done fighting in the Civil War. They didn't have no fucking clothes. So, oh shit, cab over problems. Blind spots, we're not used to these cab overs. Sorry back there, you just bill my insurance. We'll send you a check and a chiropractor and some reefer. My bad. But anywho, the point is kind of lost my whole fucking train of thought there. Hang on a second, I got my dog sitting here. She's wanting to go outside, so we're gonna pause it and let the dog outside.
I won't call my nasty ass name. Because it's so simple in the world of South, then a bunch of jackasses not knowing something year after year after year. They him skip it as trippy. Now if you can't get it right, I want you to test me, because I can't wait to call you a name. Trip, and outside. It's sweet on me, like all America gone.
Yeah, sorry, once I get the dog outside, I don't stress so much. But when she's sitting there, she doesn't really want to go outside, but she's just begging for treats. So she thinks if she, just like a person, if they're a pain in the ass long enough, they'll get what they want. Yes, they do have the Grand Canyon in here. But to finish that story these dudes just got done fighting in the Civil War, so they're all wearing their fucking Union blues. They don't own any clothes or any fucking thing. The wagon trail came through the canyon there between Salt Lake City and Evanston. The Native Americans thought that they were going to be coming to try to, they thought they was like military convoys coming to their prairie, so to speak. So they ambushed them, and they ended up slaughtering all the women and children and the men because they thought they were there to, militarize, even though they were just a bunch of dudes that just left the fucking war across the country. There's so many cases of that shit in American history, and so when you start to read about some of these incidents where the white man goes and rapes and pillages them back, it's like fuck, man, I don't have no business in getting in wrong or right. I just know we don't do that today.
Oh, 313
And,
Illinois.
I'll
I need
go
a
over to
quick
my
radio
neighbors
check. Break on.
and scalp their fucking ass. And shit, man. You got one of those e-bikes? Or are you talking about I think the dog just came back in. I don't know what it is here today. It's fucking cold, I know that much. It was really windy last night and it snowed a little bit. Judging by the way things looked outside, it was very windy and snowing. I finally took my air conditioner out when it froze. Like I said, with the old man here, I got to run the heat in the house before I get cooked. So I left my air conditioner in up until January 2nd. I didn't notice, but one night when I was sleeping, the air conditioner froze up, the blower motor, everything froze the fuck up. And luckily, that thing didn't short circuit out and catch fire because it was still plugged in. It hadn't tripped the breaker on the plug-in. KTM 390 Enduro R. Fuck yeah, that's badass, dude. Hell yeah. Now, those don't have kickstarts on them, huh? Is that just a thing in the past? Alright, there's the dog. She's back in. I'm going to shut the door now.
One of these radios that I've fully done. Alright, I'll catch you later. God bless you. And 2026 Wave, Mr. Natural 313 Radio Shop. I'm gone now.
Good doggy. Yeah, this ain't armed though. I can't unpause it when I'm not ready. Gonna pet the dog a little bit here. That's badass though. Yeah, Enduros. I always thought if I bought a bike, which I never really probably will after what happened to my dad, just cause. But good doggy. You want to get stoned? All right, we gotta get the dog stoned, everybody. Let's join in together. One big old happy hit for the pup. But Enduros are the shit because the all-terrain, man, being able to fucking go through the boonies and the highways and the interstates, that's something. Don't have a hill to bump start on. Oh, okay, so you can just put them in gear and roll start them, though. That's good. That sucks, though, that they took away the kickstarts. I understand, you know, like Harley. I remember when everybody was like, fuck yeah, bro, check this out. Hit their starter button and started their Harley, you know, and they thought they were fancy as fuck. And I think a lot of them have kickstart and electric start, though. You're hippie. Good dog. Yeah, this thing drives so fucking weird. We gotta turn the, probably just a matter of changing sensitivities to get tuned in with the cab over. This thing's cool. I mean, it pulled us out of bankruptcy. The Peterbilt's a dirt cheap truck, too. It was only $55 grand base price. We just pimped it out because we were super stoned one night and thought that was a good idea. And then, like I said, we pimped it out after buying it, and then, like, the next day, the other truck got wrecked. So it was like, well, there we go, we're fucked now. So that's cool. We managed to pull ourselves out of losing shit, and we still got 4 trucks. Then we got the cab over. And I've been waiting to try this one. The other one is the old, what is it, the Dodge? I think it's like an old 1950s Dodge tandem drive. But yeah, that's my policy, man, is I accept the world is fucked up. I'm just trying to enjoy my time, my peace. And I'm going to leave the world the same way I came in, with nothing. Fuck that whole, the one with the most toys in the end wins. You know, that was how I used to think. And now I'm like, nah, dude, I'll settle for a swamp shack and an ogre before I fucking play their fucking game. You know what I mean? We did fix our equipment though. Last, I don't know, 3 days ago, we had an issue with a stick drift really bad that we couldn't correct. And we were like, well, fuck it at this point. Let's just drop it a few more times. So we did that. And some other methods of secret sorcery. And it's been good to go ever since. Not to get into it deeply, like I don't want to do that, but since Devin is from Russia originally, I'm going to ask him his opinion. I feel like Ukraine is a black hole for black market and shady shit, and that's why the United States of America has people so invested into it. And then also it's been a really good place for Americas to move manufacturing because of the EPA laws they put down here. So I've seen some deals showing that, like, this is all these companies, for one, all these companies, and then for two, all these fucking drugs and children and sex trafficking and things. Like, it's like a hub, so to speak. And then, yeah, on paper, the investors that have all their fucking money in manufacturing for the products of the United States over there, since the EPA choked down in the States has crippled our manufacturing. You know what I mean? But anyways, I don't feel like that the Putin is a warmonger that's trying to take over Ukraine and then go after Poland and never stop until he owns the world. You know what I mean? I don't really believe that. I think that's a crock of shit. I think that the Ukraine nation has a lot of mining and grain and manufacturing and things that is hurting the Russian economy, not having since the fall of the USSR, right? I mean, and like I said, dude, I ain't looked into it that much, just besides the fucking skimming the fucking foam on top, so to speak. But they're like, when I'm playing Arma and everybody's making these servers about that war, I'm just like, this is fucking creepy, man. Like, we shouldn't be playing this. The only reason I play it is, like I said, it's the only ultra hardcore servers is that war conflict, so I've been playing it. And then I start seeing the fucking videos because of the algorithms. Like, so I start seeing all these real videos of it, and I'm just like, Jesus fucking Christ. But I know when I say I don't think Putin's that bad of a fucking, I don't think he's what they say, like, how do I say it? When I say to people, I don't think Putin is what Western media says he is. Oh fuck, dude, people look at me like I'm crazy. And I'm just like, whatever, that's my opinion, you know. How did they say it back in Vietnam? Ho Chi Minh was a cool dude. You know what I mean? It's like, the fuck? I've seen some deals too, and it's hard to weed through it all, but they got a lot of deals on about how at the time they forced Ho Chi Minh into accepting communist support because they wouldn't fucking help them. Oh shit. We need to pay attention to what we're doing here. We're a trucking here. We're not solving world problems here on Tunnel Rat 54. We're a trucking. But meanwhile, we think we're solving world problems and answering world-renowned questions. No, I'm just kidding. It's like with that comparison of Putin, it's like I feel like they're trying to compare him to Stalin, and I'm like, I don't know, dude. Xi Jinping seems a lot fucking worse. The concentration camps and things in China, the re-education camps they call them, it's fucking real, and that's a whole nother 30 minutes of rambling about Xi Jinping. You know what I mean? Like, why are they sticking up for that fucking guy? Xi Jinping and calling Putin a piece of shit. It's like, what the fuck's going on here? I actually seen a thing last night. I did not watch it yet, but it's actually supposedly, allegedly, the reason we are sinking our fucking teeth into Venezuela isn't just about drugs or cartels. It's something to do with Dominion and election, and we're gonna see it unfold. Supposedly, like I said, I haven't researched it to see what legitimacy there is there, or you know how it is, dude. You really gotta do your fucking research nowadays to make sure you're not just getting fucking baited. What's going on, man? We got a bald-headed prick driving a pink Peterbilt down the I-82 westbound. Nice hairpiece, prick. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going bald, so I'm just making fun of myself, and y'all don't know it. I would drive me a titty pink Peterbilt with a bald head. Whoa, man. You want to race? Got 400 horses of Cummins power. Yeah, Cummins like RPM, believe it or not. I don't know. Yeah. They like RPM more than Caterpillar, I know that much. I'm winning, man. We heavy. You light. I'm packing all this hair. All these kits. Look at all that meat. You can't keep up? Oh, that's right, that's right. Yeah, just get out of here, punk. I like this truck, it's growing on me. I don't know how much we're going to drive it, but we might get dialed in for it. But yeah, I seen this deal that was explaining about how they... So we'll see. Who knows? I don't think we had a free and fair election that time. I don't think that was cool. But I think everything happens for a reason, even when it's wrong, especially when it's wrong. But I do want to know, you know what I mean? I don't give a fuck about it's the past. Like, we can't change the past. But I want to know, because I think that we got fucking stolen as far as people. I feel like when I was a kid and Bush Jr. got the fucking win instead of Al Gore, because supposedly a recount turned Florida into Bush's. I don't think that was real either, you know what I mean? But if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be here today, as far as like, we never would have got to work. Like the whole decline in domestic energy would have fucking happened a lot sooner. You know, the whole agenda that Obama put on the power plants and the oil industry and the gas industry, it would have came sooner, you know what I mean? Anyways, the point is though, is that we never really got the truth there. Even though people tried to find the truth, we never got the truth, so it'd be cool to see the truth about that. As far as any like JFK files, Epstein files, all that shit, you're never gonna know the truth. We know that, and so I don't really get into that shit about the files. It's like, motherfucker, files are no more than fucking bullshit, just like all you motherfuckers are. Fuck you, you know what I mean? So, but election theft is a problem everywhere. I feel like the only place my vote really counts too is in a video game when you're voting for the next map, sadly. I still vote, I get out and vote. But, like I said, the only place I feel like it actually counts is on the video game, on your next map. But it would be nice to know. And that might be just why they, I ain't gonna say too much, but that just might be why we got all the other shit to be worried about. You know what I mean? Every time something, always a distraction, always an illusion. Old Huey Lewis wrote a song about that way back in the day. About the what the hell's the name of that Huey Lewis song? God damn, we're gonna turn this into a music stream if I'm not careful. My favorite old Huey Lewis song is how do you say it? I want a new drug. One thing I want to, if I can ever take part in, is aligning with people that don't have the same political views or religious views or preferences, and all sorts of things. You know, I've always been able to, align with people that I didn't really see eye to eye with. Now, if you're in the furries and stuff, fuck you. You're a fucking weirdo. But I mean, we have our lines, so we can't be that nice, or act like we're that nice of a person. If you're in the fucking folds of the feet of fat women, get the fuck out of here. Oh shit. That's been quite the thing on Arma. I never really expected it to catch, but we have started we're picking up fat girls trend on Spearhead. It's taken. Oh shit, we went the wrong way. Trucks are supposed to be down there. It's alright, we're not a truck, we're a cab over. Hey everybody. Yep. Oh man, we're already in the fucking hole again. Son of a bitch, man. We can't get a break around here, man. I tell you what. Can you go out there and fucking make us some money, honey? What do you mean? Fuck's sakes. Man, look at that, dude. That thing turns on a dime. That's pretty cool. I like that. Well, I guess all you like furries because you fucking left, you fucking weirdos. I'm just kidding. I did clean this fucking stream out though. That's pretty funny. Well, there's one person left we did not offend. Let's see if we can do it. Oh shit. Oh, not to actually quote Trump on that. The best way to explain Putin is you think we're so fucking innocent too. That was, he did good with that one as far as I don't know what canyon that is in Oregon. Oh, we just passed the sign. I couldn't quite read it though. But yeah, like he was saying, is like calling him a killer, okay, whatever. But also, I see other people fucking murdering people too, like you're claiming he is. That's kind of what I was trying to say.
light one. For reinforced. Hey, BH-400, look around Hawaii. Hello around the Magnolia, hello around the Magnolia, the little boy in the mini grass waving aloha. Right here, BH-400, I got you and a whole bunch of company coming in with you, man. I'm gonna put you on the wall of fame. Hello around the Magnolia, the little boy in the grass waving good morning. Here I go, singing my song, skipping across this Pacific Ocean. That's what I've been doing, right around the Magnolia, no doubt about it, man. You sounding good, showing up. I'm waving a 2026 wave. They call me the little boy out here in paradise on the lava flow. Good day. And that's my DH-400 Roger. All right. Made it back to the swamp shack. I got all my daily chores all wrapped up nice easy here. All that pizza. Sitting here looking like this, sitting like that, talking on the radio. Big ol' MK now. By the way, good afternoon from the West Coast. That's right. I'm waving my good afternoon wave around the Puget Sound and surrounding areas. You sandbaggers. I hear that little boy out on the lava flow. Number 10 activity gonna head over. I waited till noon before I started smoking my weed there. I've eliminated the wake and bake period. And I found that I can't smoke as much weed now because I get more stoned. Because I wait till afternoon and I cut off at 11 o'clock at night. Tried to narrow that window up for the weed smoking then after 6 and shut it down before 9. But yesterday I did that and I smoked almost 2 whole bowls yesterday. I was fucking wasted, man. I noticed the less I smoke of it, the more stoned I get from it. Mississippi, not Jacksonville. It's Jackson, Mississippi. That's what you said. That's what I'm coming with you. But you said it's Jackson, Mississippi, not Jacksonville. I heard it. You made it. You put it right there where I can get it. Take care now. I'm out here paying attention to boy back listening. That is real rough on that receive. They actually have got a lot of heterodyne signals all mixed together. Can't make sense of it. Sounds like a train wreck that fell into an industrial blender. Rigger! I hear that 030 channel jammer, number 10, Western Washington. Hey, 030, number 10, throwing the howdy at you, Bringer. Atlanta 429-030 Southern California.
Hey, 30 Southern California. Hey, Channel Jammer. Hey, number 10 be waving at you, jumping up and down up there in the northwest corner. Number 10 if you're drinking your ear there. Channel Jammer.
Hey, number 10.
030 Channel Jammer. Number 10 heard it. You laid it down and I picked it up. Number 10 grinning. I'm getting back in the bushes. I got my howdy wave at you. 030 Channel Jammer. Number 10 back in the bushes. I'll catch you later on. Bye-bye.
Right on there, number 10. Appreciate it. You take it easy. Have a good weekend coming up here. Please, my friend. We'll see you. Bye-bye.
Did catch you on that big island at least once, and number 10 back in the business. You have that 73's passed around your house, and a lot of peace and love and happiness. Number 10 back in the bushes. Bye-bye.
Roger, Roger. We'll talk to you from the big island.
I'm writing that on my calendar in February. 030 Channel Jammer on the big island. Number 10. Writing it down. Catch you later.
All righty, we'll see you. Bye-bye.
Tijuana Joe Mobile, Tijuana Joe Mobile. Number 10, Western Washington, putting the howdy wave at you there.
Hey, Western Oregon, what's going on up there in Oregon, man? Tijuana Joe San Diego. Tijuana Joe San Diego's being nosy and wondering what's going on up there in that Oregon.
Hey, Tijuana Joe, number 10, Western Washington. Number 10, skip by that Oregon, number 10, Western Washington. Hey, Tijuana Joe down there by San Diego.